make for something. Make for something. Make for something bisobanura to move toward something. Nukugenda ugana ku kintu. That is make for something. Example. Reka turebe urugero. You can say, I stood from the chair and made for the door. I stood from the chair and made for the door. Bivuze ngo nahagurutse mu ntebe ngana ku muryango. I stood from the chair and made for the door. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Learning Fast. Aha ni kuri Iga Vuba Icyongereza. We teach you in a way that you have to learn. Instead, speak the English you are learning. Tukwigisha mu buryo wiga ugatangira kuvuga Icyongereza uri kwiga. Wherever you are, aho waba uri hose, we can teach you. What you need is just your phone or your PC, personal computer, and the time that you can learn. Wowe ukeneye kwigana natwe ukaba ufite telefone, ufite internet, we can teach you and you just pay school fees tukagukurikirana. Wowe isura amafaranga y'ishuri tukagukurikirana. Today we are going to learn phrasal verbs. Uyu munsi tugiye kuba twakwiga phrasal verb. It might be the first time to be on this channel. Byanashoboka yuko aribwo bwa mbere ugeze kuri iyi channel ukaba utazi ngo phrasal verb ni iki. Then let's first ask ourselves, what is phrasal verb? Reka tumanze twibaza ngo ubundi phrasal verb ni iki, dusubize n'icyo kibazo. Phrasal verb, it's a two-word verb or more. Ni inshinga iba igizwe n'amagambo abiri cyangwa se arenze. Bishobora kuba ari verb plus preposition cyangwa se twongeyeho adverb. Adverb bivuze umugereka w'inshinga. Cyangwa nanone it can be verb plus both. Ashobora kuba ari inshinga hakiyongeraho byombi. That verb can have different meaning or the same meaning. Iyo nshinga iyo twongeyeho adverb cyangwa se preposition ishobora kugira ubundi busobanuro cyangwa se ikagumana bwa busobanuro. Nk'urugero iyo tuvuze ngo sit down, undi akavuga ngo sit, nongeyeho down ariko byagumanye bwa busobanuro bivuze ngo icara. Sit down. Stand up cyangwa se stand, byose ni guhaguruka. Okay? But iyo tuvuze ngo make, tuba tuvuze gukora. Ariko tuvuze make over, tuba tuvuze renovate, kuvugurura. Urumva ko hari ubundi busobanuro bwiyongeyeho kuri make over. That is what we are going to learn. Ibyo nibyo tugiye kuba twakwiga muri make. Turibuze kureba phrasal verbs zitandukanye, turebe ubusobanuro bw'izo phrasal verb, niturangiza turebe n'urugero kuri buri phrasal verb. That's what we'll be doing. Kubera iki ukeneye kumenya phrasal verbs? Izi phrasal verbs zikoreshwa cyane cyane n'aba native speakers, aba kavukire bururimi. Ariyo mpamvu ushobora kuba uzi inshinga ariko yakoresha phrasal verb ntiwumve ibyo ari kuvuga. Cyangwa se n'abandi bantu bari fluent mu Cyongereza. If you want to be fluent, you need to know enough phrasal verbs. Ni ukeneye kuba fluent, ukeneye kumenya phrasal verbs zihagije kugira ngo wumve Icyongereza ku rwego ruri hejuru, ndetse ushobora kuba watanga ubutumwa ku rwego ruri hejuru. Yaba ari umu native speaker, umuhe message ahite abasha kuyumva nta kibazo. That is what we are going to be doing in these few minutes we're gonna be together. Muri iyi minota tugiye kuba turi kumwe, ibyo nibyo tugiye kuba dukora. Before we dive into the lesson of today, I want you to know that we can teach you wherever you are. If you are in USA, Canada, Europe, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, Rwanda, or anywhere else in the world, we can teach you via Zoom. Aho waba uri hose ukeneye kwigana natwe, uri muri Amerika, uri muri Canada, uri muri Europe, uri muri Uganda, uri muri Tanzania, uri muri Kenya, uri muri Zambia, uri mu Rwanda, tukwigisha kuri Zoom. You don't need to come in a class. Ntabwo abanyeshuri twigisha baza muri class, tubigisha baraho bari. Now let's dive into the lesson of today. None reka twinjire mu isomo ry'uyu munsi. Phrasal verbs tugiye kuba twaheraho ni phrasal verb za make. Tugiye kureba phrasal verb za make, noneho tugende tureba n'ubusobanuro bwazo. Iya mbere ni make for something. Make for something. Make for something bisobanura to move toward something. Nukugenda ugana ku kintu. That is make for something. Example. Reka turebe urugero. You can say I stood from the chair and made for the door. I stood from the chair and made for the door. Bivuze ngo nahagurutse mu ntebe ngana ku muryango. I stood from the chair and made for the door. Nahagurutse mu ntebe ngana ku muryango. I stood from the chair and made for the door. To make for something, it means to move towards something. Kugenda ugana ku kintu runaka. I stood from chair and made for the door. Let's see the next one. The next one is make over. Make over bisobanura iki? Make over byo bisobanura to renovate. To renovate bisobanura kuvugurura. To renovate. Make over. Example. Urugero twavuga ngo my sister is making over my pants. My sister is making over my pants. Bivuze ngo mushiki wanjye ari gusana ipantaro yanjye. We are making over our house. Turi kuvugurura inzu yacu. Tuvuga house. Iyo ari inzu imwe tuvuga house. Iyo ari nyinshi no tuvuga houses. Ntabwo tuvuga ngo house, tuvuga house. Keretse igihe zibaye nyinshi no tuvuga houses. We are making over our house. Turi kuvugurura inzu yacu. Let's see the next phrasal verb. Next one is make over. Make over bisobanura nanone to repeat, gusubiramo, to do again, kongera gukora ikintu. Example. Our teacher made us do our homework over. Our teacher made us do our homework over. Mwarimu wacu yadusubirishijemo umukoro. Our teacher made us do our homework over. Next one is make away. Make away byo bisobanura to make a progress. Kugenda utera imbere. To make a progress. That is to make a way. Example, you can say Jean-Paul is starting to make a way into the business. Jean-Paul is starting to make a way into the business. Bivuze ngo Jean-Paul atangiye gutera imbere muri business. Jean-Paul is starting to make a way into the business. Let's see the next phrasal verb with make. Ikurikiyeho ni make up for bisobanura to recover. Make up for. To recover. Nukuvuga ngo ni nko gukiruka cyangwa se kuziba icyuho. That is make up for. Example, you can say nothing can make up for his loss. Nothing can make up for his loss. Bivuze ngo nta kintu na kimwe gishobora kuziba icyuho cy'igihombo yagize. Nothing can make up for his loss. Let's see the next phrasal verb that I've prepared for you. Reka turebe the phrasal verb naguteguriye. Next phrasal verb is make out. Make out bisobanura to succeed. Gukora ikintu kigatungana, kigacamo, kikagenda neza. That is make out. Example. How did you make it out in your business? Mu bucuruzi bwawe byagenze ute kugira ngo ubikore bigende neza? How did you make it out in your business? How did you make it out in your business? Mu bucuruzi bwawe ni gute wabikoze bikagenda neza? How did you make it out? Now that is the question that I can ask you if you made it out. Ushobora kuvuga ngo umuntu ibi byaciyemo byagenze neza, ushobora ngo he made it out. The way I made it out, uko nabikoze bikagenda neza, it was through thick and thin. Ni ibintu byari bigoye cyane. It was through thick and thin. Okay? Let's see the next one. The next phrasal verb is make after. Make after bisobanura to chase, kwirukankana, to chase, make after. Example, urugero, the policeman made after a thief. The policeman made after a thief. Bivuze ngo polisi yirukanse kumujura. The policeman made after the thief. Policeman ntabwo niba ari umupolisi umwe tuvuga policeman, ari benshi twavuga policeman, ariko tuvuze ijambo polisi ryonyine rishobora kuvuga umupolisi umwe cyangwa bikavuga abapolisi benshi. The police, niba ari the police, ntabwo iryo jambo rijya mu bwinshi uvuga ngo the polices, oya ni the police. The police are here. Bivuze ngo abapolisi bari hano. The police are here. Ntabwo bavuga ngo the policies are here. Let's see the next one. Phrasal verbs tugiye gukurikizaho ni phrasal verbs za run. Zinshinga run. Turangije phrasal verbs za make. Tugiye kureba phrasal verbs za run. The first one is run into a brick wall. Run into a brick wall. Bisobanura to meet with obstacles, guhura n'imbogamizi. Run into brick wall. Example, urugero twavuga ngo Ukrainians and Russians peace negotiations run into a brick wall. Ukrainians and Russians negotiations run into a brick wall. Bivuze ngo ibiganiro by'amahoro hagati ya Ukraine n'Uburusiya byahuye n'imbogamizi. Ukrainians and Russians peace negotiations run into a brick wall. Wait, my friend. Wait. If when you are speaking, you feel like you don't have enough words to use to express your ideas, niba igihe uri kuvuga ujya wumva amagambo akubana make yo gusobanura ibitekerezo byawe cyangwa utambutsa ubutumwa ushaka gutambutsa, this is a book for you. Iki gitabo kirimo inyunguramagambo z'Ikinyarwanda ndetse n'Icyongereza, English and Kinyarwanda dictionary. I'm telling you, this is a book that you will thank me if you get it. Iki gitabo nukibona uzanshimira. Next one, we have this book here. Iki gitabo kirimo dialogue cyangwa se ibiganiro. Igitabo cy'ibiganiro cyagufasha kuba watambutsa ubutumwa ku buryo bwiza cyane, kuko harimo topics zitandukanye, ndetse kuri buri topic hakaba harimo dialogue eshatu zigiye zitandukanye zagufasha kuba waganira n'abantu. Izi dialogue zirimo zisobanuye no mu Kinyarwanda, hakabamo irregular verbs, hakabamo phrasal verbs. I'm telling you, this is a book that you need. Iki ni gitabo ukeneye. And here with me again, I have another book. Mfite ikindi gitabo hano cya understanding verbs, cyo gufasha gusobanukirwa inshinga. Iyo dusobanura ibikorwa tuvuga byose ni inshinga burya tuba dukoresha. If you need to understand verbs, this is a book that can help you. Kirimo regular verbs ndetse kuri buri nshinga hakabaho urugero kuri buri nshinga. Ikindi nanone kiyongera ku iki gitabo harimo irregular verbs, inshinga zidakurikiza amategeko, hakabamo na modal verbs. Modal verbs ni inshinga z'icyiciro cya kabiri dukoresha twunganira. Of course, n'icyiciro cya mbere auxiliary verbs nazo zirimo zisobanuye neza. Nanone hakiyongeramo 12 tenses, ibihe 12 by'icyongereza. If you need one of our books, you can just let us know. Dufite n'ibindi bitabo, dufite igitabo cy'abatangizi, dufite igitabo kirimo interuro 5,000, tukagira igitabo kirimo phrasal verbs. I'm telling you, dufite igitabo kirimo grammar. If you need one of our books, just contact us. You can get our number and let us know. We can help you to get the book. Let's continue the lesson. Reka dukomeze isomo ry'uyu munsi. The next phrasal verb is run back. Ikurikiyeho ni run back. Run back bisobanura rewind the video. Gusubiza inyuma video bitwita run back. Example. Can you run it back to the beginning, please? Can you run it back to the beginning, please? Ese wakihangana ukayisubiza inyuma. Can you run it back to the beginning, please? Twabonye make after ko bisobanura kwirukankana na run after nabyo bisobanura kwirukankana. Run after. Let's see the example. Reka turebe urugero. Police is running after criminals. Police is running after criminals. Bivuze ngo polisi iri kwirukankana abanyabyaha. Police is running after criminals. Next phrasal verb is run through. Run through bikaba bisobanura kunyuramo wihuse cyangwa se gusobanura wihuse. Explain quickly. Run through. Example. Let me run through the schedule for today. Let me run through the schedule for today. Bivuze ngo reka nsobanure nihuse gahunda y'uyu munsi. Let me run through the schedule for today. Next phrasal verb is run for. Run for bisobanura trying to be elected. Kugerageza kwiyamamariza. Trying to be elected. Example. Joe Biden didn't run for president. Joe Biden didn't run for president. Joe Biden ntabwo yiyamamarije kuba perezida. Joe Biden didn't run for president. Nanone, run for byasobanura to continue without interruption. Kuba ikintu cyakomeza nta mbogamizi kigize nta kigihagaritse nabyo tubyita run for. Example. The discussion ran for 2 hours. The discussion ran for 2 hours. Bivuze ngo ikiganiro kiba amasaha abiri. The discussion ran for 2 hours. Kiraba kikamara amasaha abiri. Next phrasal verb is run over. Run over bikaba bisobanura to look at quickly. Kureba mu kintu wihuse. To look at quickly. Run over. Example. Urugero twavuga ngo let's run over what we've seen. Let's run over what we've seen. Bivuze ngo reka turebe ibyo twabonye twihuse. Let's run over what we've seen. Run into somebody. Run into somebody. Bisobanura meet with someone unexpectedly. Guhura n'umuntu utabiteganyije. Meet with someone unexpectedly. Example. Urugero. I ran into my English teacher yesterday. I ran into my English teacher yesterday. Ejo hashize nahuye na mwarimu wanjye w'icyongereza. I ran into my English teacher yesterday. Next phrasal verb is run off. Run off, it means make photocopies. Gukora amafotokopi y'ikintu ibyo twita run off. Example, you can say, can you run off 300 copies for this invitation? Can you run off 300 copies for this invitation? Ese wakora photocopy 300 z'ubu butumire? Next phrasal verb is run on. Run on bivuze to be powered by. To be powered by bikaba bisobanura kuba ikintu gihabwa imbaraga n'ikintu runaka. Urugero, This car ran on electricity, not fuel. This car ran on electricity, not fuel. Iyi modoka ikoresha amashanyarazi ntabwo ikoresha essence. This car ran on electricity, not fuel. Next phrasal verb is run out of something. Run out of something bikaba bisobanura have none left. Kuba nta kintu gisigaye. Have none left. Example. We ran out of beer at the party. We ran out of beer at the party. Bivuze ngo mu birori inzoga yarashize. We ran out of beer at the party. You can even say we ran out of the beer at the party. We ran out of the beer at the party. The last one is run about. Run about bikaba bisobanura iki? Run about bisobanura to be very busy doing different things. To be very busy doing different things. Kuba uhuze uri gukora ibintu bitandukanye. That is run about. Let's see the example. Reka turebe urugero. I have been running about the whole month preparing for marriage. I have been running about the whole month preparing for marriage. Maze ukwezi kose nkora ibintu bitandukanye nitegura mariage. This brings us to end of our lesson today. Ibi tugejeje ku musozo w'isomo ryacu uyu munsi, phrasal verbs with make and run. Tureba phrasal verbs za make na run, tuzakomeza kureba phrasal verbs zigiye zitandukanye. See you in the next time. Reka tuzasubire ubutaha.